sound weird?
I don't think so. I'll hold it. Like it'll be fine.
Alright. Hey, I'm Mike Logan.
I'm Gerrit Elzinga.
And this better be good.
Yeah, it's all right. We're getting better.
You know the podcast, you guys. It's the one where we talk about a movie before we see it. We see it, and then we talk about it again afterward. If you haven't done so yet, go like our Facebook page. We constantly say in our podcast, leave a comment below. But I realize that a lot of our listeners probably don't even like our Facebook page.
Yeah, exactly. So like the Facebook page.
Find This Better Be Good on Facebook. Give it a little like, and then you can stay up to date with the movies we're going to see, and then maybe you can go see the movie before we see it, and then you'll be all caught up and stuff.
And then you'll have an opinion, and then you can tell us that we're full of shit.
You can, like most people will about Sorry to Bother You.
Yeah, one person.
It's so divisive, that movie.
Yeah.
Everyone who I've asked who's seen it either really loves it and thinks it's the second coming of Christ, or thinks it's the worst thing ever made.
I don't know how you can hate it.
Oh, I know. I could see how you could hate it.
I guess. I don't know.
I can see how you could hate the movie. I obviously don't hate it.
It's
but
such
I can
a fun ride. It's a fun, uncomfortable, awkward, funny ride.
Some people don't like uncomfortable.
And they
like to be in their safe space.
And I call those people bullshit.
What a creative name for people.
Yeah. That guy is such a bullshit.
What a bullshit, that guy. He's an old BS.
Oh, come on, Dad. If I ever need to make you laugh, that's just what I have to do.
It's funny. That is a callback to our appearance on Another Episode podcast with Matt Harper. If you haven't listened to that one, go give it a listen. You can get that on all your streaming devices and stuff. Speaking of devices, you know what we haven't talked about in a while?
Just
the Podcast Republic app.
Oh yeah, Podcast Republic app. Check it out.
Shout out to Podcast Republic app. If you have an Android device and not an iPhone, like half of the world, because it's like split down the middle.
Yeah, not really the world, but
no, like half of all world cell phones are iPhones.
I don't know if they get many phones in Egypt.
People have phones in Egypt. What?
Oh, what am I thinking?
It's a pretty developed country.
Congo? What am I thinking of?
Well, the Congo, probably not.
Yeah,
probably not a lot of phones,
there we go. Tunisia?
Tunisia.
I'm just...
Yeah, go to the Podcast Republic app. Is that Tom Hardy? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought Tom Hardy was in the Fallout poster. I'm like, that doesn't make sense.
No, it's different, because Ant-Man's definitely not in Mission Impossible.
Yeah, it says
Fallout.
Venom in really small print right there.
Yeah, we're sitting in the AMC Grand Rapids.
AMC 18.
Yeah, I don't know if we're supposed to say. It's because it has... the 18 is the age limit that you can be here.
That's what it is.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
I don't think that's what it is.
I know. It's definitely because they have 18 screens.
They do have 18 screens here. But anyway, we're getting wildly off track. Podcast Republic app. If you have an Android device, download the Podcast Republic app. Make sure you set us, This Better Be Good, as one of your favorites, and you'll get updated every time we upload a new episode, which is every Wednesday, barring weirdness and delays.
Sometimes Thursday, sometimes Wednesday. It's usually Wednesday.
Most of the time Wednesday, sometimes Thursday.
Well, it's because this thing, we can't do like a bunch of episodes in the can, you know? Like
right,
what we could do is do a bunch of them, like the pre-chunks before, and then go see the movie, and then we can just do the post after we see the movie. So that could break up the time.
Yeah, it's only saving us 30 minutes, though.
Yeah, well, I mean, we could do it all in one day.
Oh, you want to do... Okay, I see what you're saying.
So, like, hey, we haven't seen this, let's do this.
Go see
like, we
that.
can anticipate... We'll figure it out in Season 2. Season 1's winding down, you guys.
Yeah, we are towards the end. This is episode 16.
How many are we doing?
I think we should do 4 more, so 20.
20? All right.
Because it'll be the end of summer.
Yeah.
We can maybe take a break before Oscar season.
All right, that sounds good. Oh, boy. All right.
Oscar season's going to be fun, I think.
I'm excited.
We're going to be, like, crying. Like,
this movie.
So, the movie...
It reminded me of my dad.
Oh. The movie we're seeing this week is another sequel that nobody expected. Yep. Nobody really asked for. Not that the first movie was terrible, but... when I got done watching the first film, I thought, this was fine.
Yep.
And then I didn't think there was going to be another one, but here it is, The Equalizer 2.
That's like making a sequel to Bangkok Dangerous.
With Nicolas Cage?
That's a Nicolas Cage film, everybody.
He's a sniper in that one, right?
I don't care. I never saw it.
I think I've seen it. The Equalizer 2 is a sequel to The Equalizer, which came out, I think it was 2 years ago. I
thought it was like 2009, to be honest with you.
No, it's pretty new.
Well, wait, what came out? Because he's just had a string of not good action movies, right?
No, I mean, this is the last...
Oh, Safe House is the one I'm thinking of. That was like 2014. That movie.
Oh, The Equalizer. The Equalizer was 2014. Damn, that was 4 years ago? Wow.
Yeah, dude.
So...
What year was...
Safe House?
Safe House, yeah. I think it's like 2013 then, right? Because I hated that movie.
2012.
2012.
Oh, yeah,
okay.
Ryan Reynolds. Oh, shit.
That movie was awful.
Okay, so The Equalizer 2 is a sequel to the Antoine Fuqua directed, Denzel Washington starring film, The Equalizer from 2014.
This is Antoine Fuqua as well, isn't it?
Yeah, he directs this one. This is actually Denzel Washington's first ever sequel, which isn't surprising because most of the movies he makes, they're not really sequel
They're the
films.
same. They're the same.
Well, that's not what I was.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, Pedro Pascal's in this. I love him. Pedro Pascal from Game of Thrones.
I never watched Game of Thrones.
Kingsman, the sequel. He was the cowboy guy.
Yeah, I hated that movie.
I didn't like it.
He's good, but I hated that movie.
Yeah, it was kind of shitty. First film, we're going to catch Gerrit up on this because Gerrit has not seen the first Equalizer.
I have not.
The first film is very simple to explain. It's taken with a black guy. No, it's,
okay, I'm on board.
It essentially is. It's Denzel Washington plays this borderline OCD recluse guy who works at a home improvement store. He's the pillar of his neighborhood. He's the pillar of his
Some lady just looked at me.
I don't think so, Gerrit. He's the pillar of his community. Everybody loves him. I was doing Al Borland. I don't think so, Tim.
Yeah.
But he's got a secret shady past that nobody knows about. And essentially, he goes around the movie righting wrongs done for people. He meets a lovable whore in Chloe Grace Moretz.
Does he ever left the wrongs?
Only when...
writing.
Only when Fox News is on.
Oh, hey-oh.
But yeah, he meets a prostitute, a young prostitute, and decides, hey, I'm gonna beat up her pimps, and then he goes on a killing spree the rest of the movie.
Oh, so it's death sentence.
It's essentially
death wish.
It's essentially, like I said, it's taken, except they don't kidnap his daughter. He's just a guy, an old man who's got a very particular set of skills, and he's very violent, and he has some sort of shady past.
Do they explain it in the first one?
His past.
Okay.
He's just one of these. He's just a guy who rights wrongs done to people.
All right.
And the sequel is more the same, except one of his close friends who they allude to in the first film used to be one of his handlers.
Okay.
Gets kidnapped. So this movie is taken with.
Oh, this is taken. Okay, so I'm excited about that.
Yeah, no. Like I said, the first one was fine. It was very brutally violent. Like it was something I didn't expect. It's got a very hard R rating.
Okay.
When I saw it the first time, it's a slow burn. A lot of the build-up is just building his character. Mm-hmm. And then the first fight scene, I think, is like 30 minutes into the movie.
Oh, that is...
And it is violent. I mean, real violent.
Okay, I'm excited about that.
So just to give you an example of how violent this movie is, the set piece in the first one, the final action scene, takes place in his hardware store. And he doesn't have any guns, but he kills everybody using different things in the hardware store.
All right.
So, I mean, like I said, the first one was fun. It's an enjoyable movie. You watch it, and you're like, okay, this is good. But then that's kind of the end of it. You're not really like, oh, man, I wonder what he's getting into next.
Oh, well, we get to see what he's getting into next when we see this sequel.
Surprise, surprise, this film is the #1 movie this past weekend. It beat out Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again, which is really surprising.
That's very strange.
Because
everyone loved the first Mamma Mia.
Analysts expected Mamma Mia to do about 30 mil. They expected this movie to do about 20 million. Mamma Mia did 33 million. Equalizer 2 did 35 million.
Well, at least it's like pretty close.
It's close, but
another 2 million went to.
Well, the thing is, I don't think anybody even predicted it to be in the top 3, let alone the #1 film.
Yeah.
But I mean, it has as a testament to what we were talking about last week about Tom Cruise. Denzel Washington's still a big name draw.
Yeah, that's
and I think
true.
he keeps his movies so few and far between. Like he does like 1 or 2 movies a year, and that's it.
Yeah.
And I think he's still got that allure. He brings in everybody. He brings in, your white crowds, your black crowds, men, women. Like everybody enjoys Denzel Washington.
Well, and there was no big movie that came out last weekend, right?
No, I mean, aside, Mamma Mia is the biggest movie.
Well, not this past weekend, but the weekend before that.
Oh yeah, what did we see last weekend?
We saw Sorry to Bother You, and then Ant-Man before that.
Oh yeah, what was the biggest movie that came out last week?
I don't think there was one.
I guess you're right.
So I think that's the reason too that like people hadn't been to the movies in a while. So it's like really, it's like moms that are probably going this week to go see Mamma Mia. They couldn't go on the weekend, so they're like, I'll take a day off of work and I'll say fuck the kids, and then
fuck the kids.
That's how all mothers sound to me.
I say fuck the kids.
I say fuck the kids.
Those kids are all fucking stupid. Gerrit, having
Mamma Mia,
having not seen the first one, what are your expectations for this one? Given what I've just described,
I'm just expecting Taken with a black guy. Like I'm just expecting more Taken, which I only like the first Taken movie. I think 2 is garbage, and 3 is just a fucking steaming pile of horseshit.
I think 3 is better than 2, but that's not saying much because I think 2 is awful.
Okay, so it's like the Hangover movies.
I've never seen the second or third Hangover film.
Really?
Never saw them.
They were funny, but not. The second one's just not a good movie.
Well, the second one's just the same as the first
second
one,
is
right?
exactly the same. They're just in Bangkok, and then the third one has like this mob tie-in twist, so they have to go back to Vegas. I think 3 is better than 2, and I think people just immediately say that number 3 is awful. And I completely disagree. I think that 3 is not that bad.
Yeah,
even Hangover 1 is like, is it really that good of a movie? It's funny.
I think it's funny.
It's funny as shit.
I think it's funny, and I also think it was an original concept for a comedy.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that is true.
I mean, it's like Jerry Seinfeld says to Zach Galifianakis on Between Two Ferns, if there wasn't a Hangover 2 or 3, The Hangover would be a comedy classic.
He's right.
Yeah, I think he's 100% right. Because I think The Hangover was original, it was funny, the cast was unique, everybody worked well off each other. It was just a really good movie.
Well, yeah, that is true. I need to watch it again, because I saw it when I was younger and I'd never had a hangover. And now that I have had a hangover, I'm like, oh, I should probably watch that again.
Yeah. Well, I forgot. Well, you were probably in high school when that movie
I was in
out.
high school when it came out. Yeah.
For anybody who doesn't know, Garrett's 26?
27.
27. I'm 32, so it's a bit of a gap. When I remember things, like we had a conversation the other day about the OJ chase.
Yeah.
And I was telling you about how I watched it, like on TV.
That was on the podcast, wasn't it? That was on the podcast.
Was it on the podcast?
Yeah, because we were doing the Sorry to bother you.
All right, well,
you guys just heard the same thing twice. Hey-oh.
Well, I was
just like we're about to see with Equalizer 2. We're going to see the same thing again. I'll see it the first time, but you'll see it again.
Yeah.
It'll be the same thing.
So, Garrett.
Not expecting much.
Are you a Denzel Washington fan?
I do. I love Denzel. I am, not I do.
You
I
am
do.
Denzel?
I do am Denzel.
I do am Denzel.
I do love
okay,
Denzel.
All right, okay.
I mean, well, you just did the impression. He does that in every fucking movie. And everyone gives like Jeff Goldblum shit and what are the other actors that people
Christopher
give like
Walken,
for typecasting? Yeah, it's just like no, Denzel's been that for the past since I don't know The Siege.
You know, it's weird.
Know.
Aside from I think maybe
Training Day,
Malcolm X and
Malcolm
Training
X.
Day, I don't think Denzel's really been a different character.
I don't think so either.
Or The Hurricane.
Hurricane's great.
But if you look at those 3 films, he was nominated for Oscars for all 3 of those movies.
Yeah.
And it's the only movies he's been nominated for Oscars
That's
for.
not true. Fences.
Oh, yeah, Fences. But he was Denzel in Fences, too.
See?
I think James Earl Jones' Broadway portrayal on Fences is way better than Denzel in Fences.
Interesting.
Which I don't know if you've seen Fences.
No.
It's a very good movie. It's really good.
Okay.
It's one of those movies, though, that's like just unapologetically depressing. Like, it's just not a feel-good movie. It's very good, but like, you come out of it drained emotionally.
So it's like, what's that movie?
Precious?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Any movie that we list, thinking of this theme is good.
Any movie that was based on a novel by Sapphire. Push based on a novel by Sapphire. Antoine Fuqua. Let's look at his credits. I know
he's got some good
Training
ones.
Day.
Yep.
I know he's a lot of collaborations with Denzel. He's a very mysterious looking guy, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Oh, Magnificent Seven was him.
He produced it. I don't know if he directed it.
Okay. So,
he did
Magnificent Seven, Southpaw, which was fine.
I didn't see that one.
It was fine. Olympus Has Fallen.
Ugh. Brooklyn's Finest. That wasn't the worst.
Never saw that one.
Shooter was good.
I like Shooter. Yeah, I like Shooter. King Arthur, not great. Lightning
Really?
in the Bottle. Tears of the Sun. I didn't know that was Antoine Fuqua.
I thought that was John McTiernan.
King Arthur or Tears of the Sun?
No, Tears of the Sun.
I definitely didn't think it was Antoine Fuqua.
I guess it was Antoine Fuqua.
Of course, Training Day. Bait. Oh, that movie was awful.
I didn't see Bait.
Usher Live.
Oh, boy.
The Replacement Killer's awful. He's got a lot of music videos in his credits.
That's how he started.
So, yeah. So, I mean, his fare is not very... It doesn't really veer... He's not like a Scorsese where he's going to do a comedy and then a horror film and then an action film and then a thriller. He's definitely good at one thing, and it's making action movies.
Yeah.
Like Mamma Mia? No. Incredibles 2?
Transylvania 3.
Transylvania. Yep. Hotel Transylvania 3.
We just had a mom walk by with 3 kids.
Pretty attractive. So, yeah. I mean, he's good. He's found his niche. It's very much... He's good at making violent action films. That's what he does.
All right.
It's like his thing.
I can't believe people still want these, though. Isn't that strange to you? Like the idea that we want
The old man action film?
the old man action film. Like I thought that Taken was like we were done with it.
Well, I think Taken started it.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like you see one, and well, it's always been around. But I think Taken is kind of just like Death Wish, the original with Charles Bronson. Like he's an older guy, he's getting revenge. But, you know, his daughter didn't get murdered or whatever in this one. His daughter didn't get murdered in that. His wife did. Anyway, no, but the old man action film is such an interesting thing to see because it's like it's been done to death. And
but it's a winning formula because you've got old men who watch his movies.
Yeah.
And they relate to it. They're like, oh, look, this guy works at a hardware store. I can do that.
Whoa.
And then if you put the right star in it, you attract women to it as well, which is why Denzel is so much of a draw in The Equalizer.
Yeah.
I mean, and especially, I don't know how it is in the white community, but in the black community, women go to see Denzel movies. Like, they love Denzel. He's oh my God, so sexy. Which I don't understand.
I don't get it either. He's
a fine-looking guy, but
yeah.
I mean, like, black women fucking love Denzel. Like, they
it's
shit
funny.
their pants over.
Like, I think Sam Jackson's more of an attractive guy than Denzel.
I would say he's more stylish, which maybe fools you into thinking he's more attractive.
I don't know. Now I'm really thinking about it.
I think Denzel's more attractive than Sam Jackson.
Denzel has more charisma.
Yeah, that's what it is. Denzel's very charismatic. Like, he's the kind of guy, like, you see Denzel.
But, like, not in this movie. He's playing.
He is.
Is he really?
Yeah. Well, in the first one, he was. He was very charismatic.
Oh yeah, you're a hooker. Like, what's he say? I don't know. What does he do?
No, he's just like he's like so. That's pretty. Oh, you a hooker. Okay.
All right. Okay.
All right. You take off your pants, for money. Is that what you do, huh? No. So
I got 14 seconds before I bust a load. Is that what he says?
No, but he does set his watch every time he's about to fight people.
Oh, God. I'm going to hate this movie.
I think you're going to enjoy it. So in the first movie, he's very much like I said, he's a pillar of the neighborhood. Like, he cleans graffiti off walls. He helps kids with, like, you know, how to be a man. Like, he's that kind of guy. Like, he's very much like a guy you look at. And especially from a woman's perspective, he's like, that's husband material. Like, that's what he is in the movie.
Okay,
and then from a guy's perspective, there's a guy who's like a fat cashier.
He just wants to be him, right?
Well, no, there's like a fat cashier at a grocery store, the hardware store that he works at. And his dream is to be like a security guard. Like, he's like, I want to be a security guard. Like, everyone respects him. So Denzel, like, teaches him, like, how to, like, you know, self-defense, stuff like that. And then he ends up becoming a security guard.
Oh, that's great.
So, like, he's, like, very much, like, a very nice guy. But then 5 minutes later, he's murdering people with fucking shards of glass.
Oh, so he's, like, crazy. Oh, you know what movie this is also like? The Accountant with,
Except less weird.
Ben Affleck.
Like, he's not a weirdo like Ben Affleck is an accountant.
Yeah.
Like, he's somebody you want to have a beer with. But
Did you like The Accountant?
I thought it was fine.
It was fine, right?
Yeah, I thought it was fine.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst.
I didn't hate it.
I didn't hate it.
I mean, I probably won't watch it again, but I didn't regret the time I spent watching it.
That's true. All right, enough of that.
But yeah, so I mean, like, he's very much like, it's like if Liam Neeson had, like, which Liam Neeson is a very endearing person.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have the charisma that Denzel Washington does. When Denzel Washington is on screen, you're immediately drawn to whatever he's doing.
That's true.
So, I mean, I think that's part of the draw with Denzel.
He could be steeping tea, and I'd be like, I'm hard.
And it's like the whole thing with, as much as it is taboo to talk about Kevin Spacey, but the way Kevin Spacey conducted himself off screen really helped his allure on screen.
I think so too.
Like, you don't see a lot of Denzel in interviews. You don't see a lot of him, like, in tabloids and stuff. So you don't really know who he is.
Yeah.
So you can kind of buy whatever he puts himself into, which is like what Kevin Spacey did. Like, he kept himself out of the public spotlight, and then when you saw him on screen, you're like, oh, well, that's just a detective. That's just a guy with no fingers. By the way, have you seen the clip of the friends who made their friend watch Seven? But their friend hates Kevin Spacey?
No. I heard about it.
So it's pretty funny because, like, they only filmed the part where you first reveal that Kevin Spacey is John Doe. And, like, the idea behind it is it's two friends. They're watching a movie with their third friend. The third friend absolutely despises Kevin Spacey. Like, hates
Before
him.
or after the
I'm assuming it's... I mean, they said he hates all Kevin Spacey movies.
Wow,
so I'm assuming this has been a
weird.
lifelong hatred of Kevin Spacey. Right. And so they're making him watch Seven. And then it gets to this scene where Kevin Spacey is revealed as John Doe. And it's funny because it's like they're all watching it, and like Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman walk up the stairs and detective. Mm-hmm. And then the friend says, oh, this is the guy, isn't it? This has got to be John Doe. And then, like, detective! And they all turn around, and then it reveals Kevin Spacey. I believe you're looking for me. And the guy's just like, fuck you! Like, he's so pissed off. He's like, it's fucking Kevin Spacey! It's such a good clip, man.
That's so funny.
Because, like, you do wait 90 minutes before you even see him in that movie.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
and he's also not in the credits. That was on Kevin Spacey's insistence.
Yeah, I mean, the guy...
Just so, what if Kevin Spacey's a time traveler? Well, I mean, obviously a dumb question because he's not. but for many reasons.
Yeah.
But what if he
possible.
did it where it was like, okay, my one thing, I just want to take my name off the credits to make this clip go viral in the future. So this guy gets angry.
That's the only reason.
I'll keep laying on that 14-year-old, but okay, enough.
You know what he loved about that 14-year-old? His pretty little head. Okay. Anyway.
Oh boy.
That was.
That's a quote from Seven, everybody.
That's a quote from Seven.
That's not a tweet from 10 years ago.
Yeah, please don't. When we're famous 10 years from now, do not dig up this one clip from a podcast and get us fired from a movie.
Good God, I'm losing so many jobs if we're judging by that.
I'm
so
thinking
furious
back
about
on my
that whole
tweets
thing.
and Facebook. I don't think, like we talked about this earlier, I don't think I have anything incriminating.
Well, I tried
social media.
going back on my phone. I can't go back past like 2014, I think.
Oh, you've been tweeting
when you
since
load it.
How old were you? When you
Oh,
first
I
started
think
tweeting?
when I first got it, it was like 2011, 10.
So you were like in your
when I got
early
Twitter.
20s.
Yeah.
You probably said some dumb shit.
I absolutely did. I did on Facebook. I've seen those time hop memories. Oh, thanks for reminding me that I used to speak in full sentences. Or it was because what Facebook used to do was be like your name and then is, and then you would finish the thing. So that's what I was writing back then. Gerrit Elzinga is a fag. You know,
I completely forgot about that. That's how Facebook used to work.
Yeah.
All right, so movie's going to start here.
Oh my God,
in at
it's
least 20
107.
minutes.
All right, we gotta go.
So Gerrit, before we go in, arbitrary score for this movie.
I think it'll be fun. I don't know. There's so many other things I'd rather be doing than seeing this movie.
I'd rather be eating lunch.
I'd rather be eating. I'll give it a 7. It's not. I don't think it's gonna be that bad, but it's not gonna like, wow, I'm glad I did that instead of worked on my own art. So
is it weird that like it's just like people bring blankets to movie theaters now?
That's all the time.
It's
people
so weird.
always do. Don't fucking wear shorts.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Counterproductive. I'm gonna give this movie. I'm gonna go with you. I'm gonna give it a 7. All right, out of 10. I think it'll be fine. I think we'll enjoy it. I don't think we'll ever want to see it again after we leave the theater.
What was that Time movie that he had?
Deja Vu.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it 7. I feel like I've seen these before. This is 7 Deja Vus.
And not the strip clubs in Kalamazoo.
No.
All right, enjoy this trailer while we go watch this movie. I'll see you in a minute.
This better be good.
Samuel, lift off.
What? Just go in our vet.
Make sure she gets in the apartment, okay?
How you doing? I'm the driver you called to take home your girlfriend.
Not a girlfriend, man.
Oh, credit card was invalid.
Give yourself a nice tip, huh?
I heard about these. I've never seen one before.
Yeah, well, now you have.
You're not gonna ask me if she got home okay? Okay. I'm gonna need anything you might have used to record what you did to her tonight. Go. Get up. You know her name?
No, sir.
Her name is Amy. Give me your left hand. You ever see Star Trek? Very good. 5 stars for Amy.
Hey, you should let somebody else do this.
Like who?
Anybody.
You're right. I guess anybody could do it, but nobody does, Miles.
It's great you're helping all these random people stay off the radar.
They killed my friend. So I'm gonna kill each and every one of them. The only disappointment is that I only get to do it once.
It's a mistake to go to war with him. They're highly trained.
They're going to war with me. Look at you. Your father, your mama just didn't tell you. I punish the guilty. If you're lucky, they'll give you the opportunity to do the right thing. This ain't one of those times. Call 911.
Who are you, Jackie Chan?
Oh boy!
I thought you were doing a Bane impression for a second. Oh, that movie was fantastic. What a lovely, lovely voice. You recording?
Yes.
Hey, welcome back to This Better Be Good.
That was good.
It was good, yeah, it was very good.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, little weird thing just happened to us before we walked.
That was so strange.
So we walked out of the theater. We're getting all set up, ready to finish recording, and this child comes running out the front door of the theater.
He's like 4,
maybe
four.
4 or 5, say, very young. Comes running out of the theater, runs straight up to Gerrit and I, pounces his body into like a wide, gonna tell you some amazing news stand.
Like you hear 1 foot hit, and he is in.
And then he says, sorry, and then his mother
I'm gonna get it. Like
he just mumbled something.
Saying something.
And then his mother came running out and she said, Austin, get over here.
She said, don't do that.
Yeah, she said, don't do that. And she ran and grabbed him, pulled him away. No explanation.
And then I go, hey, what were we gonna say?
Yeah, she ignored us.
She completely ignored us, looked at us like we were evil.
Like we're the dickheads or something.
Like we're the devil that pulled him away from God. It was very strange. Like she made it weird. The kid was curious. Don't stop that curiosity. That kid was, I don't know what he was going to say. No, Logan and I are just like, well, he was definitely going to say something racist.
Oh, man. Anyway.
That's the last time you goose step in front of strangers.
So yeah, that's happened to me before.
Yeah, you told me about that, yeah.
Yeah, no, it was very unusual. But anyway.
All right.
Okay.
I don't know. We got something going on.
Yeah, I've got a dilemma.
Just bring up pop. All right.
Fatties with their tubs of popcorn.
Oh boy. Hot dog.
Gerrit, did you like the movie?
I did. I liked it. I thought it was fun. Still thought the whole time, like, oh boy, I'd love to be doing other things. But it was good. I mean, Antoine Fuqua really pulled together a great cat. What I really liked about this movie too was like there were so many people I didn't recognize from anything else. Mm-hmm. And then Bill Pullman randomly.
Where the fuck did he?
Should I not have said that?
No, that's fine. He's in the cast list.
Oh, he is? Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, it was really cool to see. Like a lot of like the old guy, and then his through line.
Yeah, the subplots were good.
Subplots were good. Everything was wrapped up in a nice little bow. It was a good movie. I liked it.
Yeah.
I Judy Crispin did. I liked it.
This movie was a lot different than the first one, which doesn't matter because Gerrit didn't see the first one anyway. But I described it to Gerrit, and I think our both mindset were like, oh, this is going to be more of the same. And what we got was a completely different film than the first one.
That's good to hear.
The first one was a straight up action movie, whereas this was like, it had the cat and mouse game between Denzel and one of the other characters. There was a murder mystery at the beginning, one of those murder mysteries where you know what happened, but then you watch the character unravel what happened.
Yeah.
And then the end was a pretty interesting showdown in a deserted resort town, which is I knew it was going to end in a climactic battle. Like that's how these movies kind of always end. But they did it in an interesting way, which you don't really see you don't see directors taking interesting takes on action tropes.
No, very risky. I feel like this movie was
very
risky,
it was very good.
I think it accomplished it well.
Not as much action as the first one, but I think they made up for it in you actually caring about what's happening to the characters.
Yeah,
because like I said, I told Gerrit in the first one, the backstory was very mysterious of Denzel's character, Robert McCall. Very mysterious. You didn't learn a lot about him, so you kind of just were like, you accepted him as like this superhero type badass who could beat everybody up. But this one, they really humanized him. They did what J.J. Abrams did to Ethan Hunt in Mission Impossible 3. They humanized him. They gave him a backstory. They made you care about him. They showed that he cared about people in his community when he took the kid Miles under his wing, and
like Wanako.
Yeah, it was very good. I was just surprised. I was surprised, and then surprised again. And I enjoyed it. Would I pay money to see it twice? Probably not.
No, I won't see it again.
I'll probably never watch it again unless it's on TNT 6 years from now. But, which would be an awful version. Jeez, all censored and stuff. But it was a fine movie. If you got nothing else to do this week,
it definitely kills some time.
Yeah, go see it. It's good.
Which I had no time to kill. So, no, it was good.
You know who had a time to kill once?
Matthew McConaughey
and Sam Jackson.
Sam Jackson.
Yes, they deserve to die, and I hope they burn in hell. All right.
Maybe that's what that kid was going to run up and say to us. So he just watched A Time to Kill.
He just seen Time to Kill. He's like, Sandra Bullock was absolutely delightful.
Yeah, I forgot about her. Kiefer Sutherland is my hero. Oh, no.
In that movie?
No, that's what the kid was
Oh.
saying. She's going to say something racist.
Okay, so those are our spoiler-free opinions of the film.
Yeah.
So,
I would say, I mean, this movie hinges on plot, I would say, so it's going to be some spoilers.
Yeah, it definitely hinges on plot.
Yeah.
Definitely some spoilers. If you want the movie to not be spoiled for you, stop listening now. Which Casey Kustak took our advice last week.
I hope I pronounced it right.
Yeah,
did a show with him years ago, but
yeah, he took our advice last week. Didn't finish the podcast after he saw Sorry to Bother You, and I don't think he regretted not spoiling the movie.
Yeah, good call on his part.
Yeah, a good listener.
Hey, do I know that guy? What's up, Robbie?
Oh, Gerrit just found somebody he knows.
Yeah, this is Robbie. This is Mike Logan.
Hey, what's up,
Mike? Nice to meet you.
I'm Gerrit.
Good to see you again.
Hi.
Guys, this is
Hi,
Ken.
Mike.
Good to see you. Hi.
Sneaking some Subway in, or all
No,
garbage?
we're just cleaning out the car.
All right.
We're doing a podcast right now. We just saw the
you
Equalizer 2.
Yeah, we have a movie review podcast that we do. This is episode 16, and you're on it now.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Can we both get you guys to say this better be good?
This better be good.
Perfect.
Awesome. There it is. There it is.
What are you guys seeing?
What's that new basketball movie?
Uncle Drew.
Uncle Drew.
Yeah, Uncle Drew.
I heard it's pretty good.
Yeah, we'll see.
From one person.
No, it's got 67%
Oh,
on
really?
Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's supposed to be pretty good.
You'll have fun.
Okay.
I want to see it. I'll see it eventually.
If you guys are still out here when we come back,
We will not.
We definitely won't. That'd be awful.
We
if
will be
were.
out of here in 15 minutes, hopefully.
Oh, boy.
well, good to see you guys.
Good to see you, too.
guys.
Nice to meet
boy.
you. All right. Last week, one of my friends showed up.
Yeah, now this week
one
one of my
Gerrit's
friends.
showed
Oh,
up.
that's fun.
So, guys, have you ever...
We should keep doing it out here. This is great.
Yeah, we should
We
post
know.
to Facebook that we're going to be out here recording.
We could do a live check-in at the beginning of the movie,
Yeah.
and then if you want to, hey, 2 hours later, come out and
Yeah, come hang out with us and
we'll,
shit.
we'll throw away Subway together.
We'll throw away something. We'll clean out your car. We'll help you clean out your car.
Yeah. All right, that was fun. All right, back
So,
to this. Spoiler-free. Here we go.
Spoilers now.
It's done now. Now
Spoiler
we
alert. Okay, so, like we said, the plot was very important in this movie, which it wasn't in the first one. It was very, like, he's gonna fuck some people up. Watch him do it.
Yeah.
Whereas this one, it's very much his best friend, who they established that's his best friend pretty early on in the film, to the point where you're like, she's gonna die.
I was actually really bummed at that scene. I was just like, oh, this was in the trailer. She does die.
Here's the thing.
Aw.
Well, in the trailer, it made it seem like she got kidnapped.
Oh, yeah, it does.
It didn't seem like, I thought she was gonna kidnap. I didn't know she was gonna die.
Oh, yeah, she
Like
died.
when it cut to the funeral, I was like, oh shit, like she died.
Yeah, I didn't know if she lived or died. I thought the news he was getting was that she was kidnapped. But and then you see, like,
It's awake.
people,
with her,
it's
yeah.
awake, yeah. And I was like, oh, no,
And then
I want to
just-
be asleep.
Dude, the scene where she gets
You guys get it?
killed
Yeah.
was pretty brutal.
It was,
Like,
yeah.
it was a very, no music,
Nope.
very visceral.
It was like Atomic Blonde, except not one take.
Yeah, that and, like, she didn't win.
Yeah, she lost pretty hard.
But yeah, it was a very well done. It didn't look choreographed. Like, it looked gritty. It looked like she was fighting for her life against people, unknown assailants.
She was. She threw a fucking
She
scissor,
put up a
scissor
good
in that
fucking
guy.
fight.
and-
But yeah, and then you've got Pedro Pascal plays this guy named David, who's a partner of Susan's.
Knockoff Joel Edgerton.
Oh, don't do that.
What?
I love Pedro Pascal, though.
Oh,
I really enjoy Joel Edgerton.
He's good, but
Pedro's
he,
good at his
in
own.
this movie, he does look like Joel Edgerton.
Yeah, a little bit.
I don't know. He was really good in the movie.
Yeah,
Pedro
I mean,
Pascal?
I kind of, the thing I liked about it is I was on the fence about whether or not he was behind it all.
I know.
Like, I had an idea, but I was like, I didn't want it to
I
be
knew
true.
it the first time I saw him. So
I don't think I trust him because of Kingsman.
Oh, I wasn't even thinking of that. He doesn't look like the Kingsman guy to me, so I wasn't.
Well, he doesn't have
thinking
the
that.
mustache.
Yeah, so no mustache, but also see, that was the thing where there was more tension in, like, don't find this guy, can this person get out, blah blah blah, like that it was more tension filled than, like, twisty for me. But if you weren't expecting the twist, I knew that was going to be the guy. Like, who else would it be? That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I mean, I like I said, in the back of my mind, I'm like, it's gonna be him, but I didn't want it to be him. Like, they were
Yeah.
establishing him as a pretty decent guy. Like,
Yep.
even the fact that he worked with Robert in whatever military shady thing that they did together. Susan helped him get over suicide and depression.
Yeah.
So, like, I was like, oh, I don't want him to. And then when they fucking showed his whole family, I'm like, God, I really don't want it to be
Yeah.
him. But the second he showed up at his house, Denzel shows up at his house. I'm like, okay,
Well, yeah, he showed up at the house, and I was like, I think it's to protect him. And then I was like, wait a second.
Well, they set that up perfectly by having the guys in the car across the street.
And I was like, we're an hour and 45 minutes into this movie. There's no way that it's just like the next part of this movie isn't going to be now we both team up and find who it is, because that would take another hour to figure out, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it definitely has to be this guy. And then when he calls him, I was like, that's a good reveal.
Yeah, it was very.
That
good.
was a
it
good
was very
reveal.
good. Yeah, no, they played their secrets pretty close to the chest, which was good. Not a lot of twists, but definitely one twist, quote unquote. But I mean the subplots of the movie, like you've got the subplot with the old man that he lives for. So Robert is also, aside from being a vigilante murderer, he's a Lyft driver,
which is knockoff Uber. This
it's
episode
funny.
should
It's
be
funny.
called
You know what?
Subtitled.
I think Uber deliberately distanced himself from a movie where a driver goes around killing people.
I think so too.
Because like they had that happen to them.
Yep.
So I feel like I feel like they might have been pitched that, and they were just like, nah, we're good.
Yeah. And then Lyft is
Lyft's like, we'll take any publicity.
anybody.
But I mean, even though Lyft is a larger platform than Uber is now.
Lyft is like, you can rape him in the car. We don't care.
Lyft's like, hey, as long as you put our logo on it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it was. They had somehow where the old man, he drives around. He helps him get his painting back or find his sister that painted something because he apparently was in the Holocaust.
Well, no,
was what
he
it seemed
painted
like.
the painting.
You know, the painting was commissioned by his uncle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the painting was commissioned by his uncle of his sister. And then by the end of the movie, Denzel ends up somehow getting him reunited with his sister.
Because of what, it's the last thing that, what's her name?
The last thing that Susan does before she dies is find this long-lost sister of this old man who's a friend of Denzel's. Denzel becomes a father figure of sorts to a kid named Miles who lives in an apartment building.
I love that.
Dude, that scene when he fucking goes to the kid, he commissions the kid to paint over this graffiti in their courtyard, and you see it's very much like he's trying to keep the kid off the streets, and he's trying to use his talents for something because the kid's a very talented artist.
Yeah.
And he wants to see better of this child, who's a teenager, like a 16 or 17-year-old kid.
Yeah.
He wants to see better of him, so he commissions him to paint this mural. But then he ends up falling into gang activity. But then Denzel goes into this drug house, fucks everybody up, pulls them out, and then teaches them a very, very stern lesson in the process.
It was pretty intense.
Yeah, it was really intense.
I liked it.
He got into his face, and I was like, I miss my dad. It was very intense. But it was very good, and it wasn't an undercooked subplot. Like, it made sense in the parameters of the story, and it came back around towards the end of the movie.
God, it really makes me... I just want to see a really good... Like, because Antoine Fuqua he has such an interesting career.
He's an interesting eye behind the camera, too.
Yeah, and that's why I want to see him do, not just an action movie, which is what this is. It's not just an action movie.
Yeah,
I want to see him do more things like this.
Yeah, it was more of a...
Because Training Day's like that, right?
Training Day is more of a character film than it is an action. It's an action movie, but there's a lot of character.
And I feel like this is close to that.
Yeah, definitely. I saw a little hint of Alonzo when he was yelling at Miles in the fucking drug house. I was like, is that Alonzo?
Yeah.
You're going to go kill Ethan Hawke now? But he doesn't kill Ethan Hawke. He dies. But yeah, I was surprised. I was really taken aback by how much I cared about everybody in that movie. Mm-hmm. Like, everybody. Like, even the fucking... Some of the henchmen, I was like, they kind of have personalities.
Oh, yeah, and I like the lady that made the stuff in the yard, in the garden or whatever.
Fatima. Well, they kept calling her Fatima.
Fatima.
Which I feel like is weird because that name is traditionally pronounced Fatima.
Fatima. It's not. I don't know.
It was weird they kept calling her Fatima. Or Fatima. Fatima, which is like you're really Americanizing that name. Yeah. Like, I feel like
maybe that's her prerogative.
I've met two women named Fatima, but they've always been pronounced Fatima.
Yeah.
So that's every time they said Fatima, I was like,
Fatima.
Hey, somebody did something to Fatima's garden.
We wrote this in Wisconsin.
Old Fatima.
Fatima.
But yeah, every character made sense. Every character you cared about, like, they were developed. It was a good movie.
Yeah.
It didn't have any business beat. It's a sequel to an action movie from 2014.
But don't you feel like this could have been any movie? Like,
this could have been a
standalone
film. Yeah, it could
film.
have been a standalone.
You didn't need Equalizer 1. But yeah, it's very interesting.
Yeah.
I feel like this script was attached to something else, and then they're like, hey, just throw Denzel and we'll make it Equalizer 2. I can't talk.
Yeah, well, shit happens, yeah.
I couldn't talk for an hour and a half, so...
2 hours.
2 hours, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I don't know
what else to say.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good movie. Any complaints? I had a couple complaints. One, How long did he get to that? So the movie, I talked about the climax, we didn't talk about it just now. I talked about it without spoiling it. The climax of the movie takes place in this, essentially like a coastal resort town in Massachusetts during a hurricane. David, Pedro Pascal's character, and his 3 henchmen goons are hunting Denzel through this coastal town during a hurricane. David is perched on top of like what looks like a water tower type building, like a water treatment facility, a big tall building with a sniper rifle, and then the 3 henchmen are on the ground trying to hunt down David. It's a great game of cat and mouse. My only complaint is 2 complaints. One, he had Bill Pullman in his car.
He dropped him off at a hotel.
Did he?
Yeah.
Did they show that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Did you fall asleep?
I guess I missed
that
part.
No, he totally dropped him off at a hotel. He went to the house, which you thought that a showdown with 2 of the guys was going to be there. But then he's there, grabs Bill Pullman, and then he drops him off at a hotel.
Oh, I didn't see that. Oh. I don't know. I guess I missed that part. But then they go to this resort town to find him. And my question is, how far ahead was he of them? Because he's got all these posters set up of like Susan all around town.
Yeah, well, the whole time
when did he get there and do that?
I mean, my thing is like he was definitely farther along than they were. But also, did he stop at a Kinko's on the way?
Yeah, right. Where did he get all these pictures?
That's the one thing for me. I was just like, what? Did you have those already?
Yeah, that was my one thing. I was like,
but no, he was way ahead of them because they were at his house and he was watching on cameras while he was like.
But he was sitting on the side of the road.
Yeah, but that was like after the hotel. So the hotel, he drops him off at the hotel, keeps driving, pulls off again, and then he is. Looking at the thing, talking to Miles, and then they're in the house, and then they kidnap Miles, and then they catch up with him. But they're at, it's like they get to the town at the same time. But I think it's because he's getting supplies and stuff like that. Which they didn't show that. So it's just inferred. I mean, it's a way better timeline than Sicario.
Oh my God,
Day of the Soldado, so that's for sure.
But yeah, that was my only real complaint, which isn't really a real complaint. No, it was a good movie.
Yeah, I liked it. That was fun.
Gerrit, let's rate this baby.
More than a 7, that's for sure. I give it 9.
9?
9 action drama movie scale out of not 9. What was the arbitrary rating I had the first time? Deja Vu's.
Yeah.
Definitely not Deja Vu's. I haven't seen this before. I'm sure excuse me. I've seen this before, but not. I don't know. I give it 9.
Give it 9
out of 10.
Okay, 9 what?
9 Haas.
All right. I'm gonna go 8. I'm gonna go 8.5. We'll say 8. We'll say 8.25. I'm gonna give it.
Yeah, I might bring it down 8. We'll give it 8.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say
the Dark,
9.
The Dark
9
Knight's
pretty.
like 10, and it's not even close to the Dark Knight. So
I'm gonna say 8. I'm gonna give it 8. 8. My son's gonna lives out of 10.
There you go.
Because he got all John Q on Miles there towards the end of the movie. But yeah, no, it was enjoyable. Go see this fucking movie.
I give it 8 Men on Fire.
I give it 8. You got a bomb up your ass. Gerrit, anything you want to pitch to the people before?
No, nothing really. Just going to be at Dr. Grin's Comedy Club this weekend. Al Jackson is headlining. Shows Thursday through Saturday. If you're in the Grand Rapids area, you can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Gerrit Elzinga, Gerrit Elzinga, Spanish for the Zinger. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm on all that stuff. So Google me. Google my name.
I thought you were gonna say my ass.
Google my anal. Right up your duck.
I will be at the Wealthy Theater here in Grand Rapids on Friday, performing as part of the All Laughs Matter show. It's a show celebrating diversity in comedy, and by that I mean it's all black guys.
Yeah, it's not women. I find that so funny that they might hear this. Oh,
Who?
Boy. Well, they're the Funny Girls. They were upset about.
No, Aaron Becco.
Yeah, she was. But it's just like if you could look through all their photos, it's like diversity. And
But
it's all
no,
white girls.
I will. One thing to defend them is they don't claim. All they claim is that their group is all women. They don't ever say anything about diversity because they're obviously not diverse.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's the idea of a guy putting on a show that says celebrate diversity, but it's all fucking dudes in the lineup and like one white person.
Well,
like, you're the exact this is the exact opposite of diversity.
Yeah, that's for sure.
But I'll be there. He's paying me, so I'm not gonna complain too much.
All right.
Yeah. Also, roast battle. Monday, July 30th.
Oh, hold on. Let's go back to that. You say it's all women, but it's all white women.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's a diverse lineup of women.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm saying that their group only claims to be women. I don't think they claim diversity.
Well,
I think their problem is putting on the poster that it's diverse, but it's not.
I get that, but at the same time, it's just like it's like the pot calling the kettle black.
Yeah, well, it's like the lineup being
like
all
you're
black.
not doing anything to help either, right? But I'm gonna cut this.
I'm not in the
Just
group.
go back to the thing. You have a show.
Roast Battle, July 30th. Come out to the Garage Bar and Grill to watch the second Roast Battle. By the time this gets out, it'll already be announced that we have a surprise judge for the Roast Battle. Mayor Rosalind Bliss, that's right, the mayor of Grand Rapids has agreed to be one of the judges for the Roast Battle taking place at the Garage Bar and Grill.
She's going to hear some dirty words.
July 30th. So come out for that. It's going to be packed. Get there early and get a seat, or else you're going to be standing on the other. Oh, they're racing. I think he won.
It's fast.
He is black.
I run 70 miles like 3-4 times a week.
Yeah, but
this kid can sprint.
Well, that's the thing about endurance. Like if you're doing longer, then you have to, pace yourself. But this kid just
Man, I mean, I'm trying to really get my legs going.
he's got some glucose.
I know.
All right, so yeah, come out to that July 30th. Until then, make sure you like our page on Facebook. I can't stress this enough.
Yeah.
We put a lot of interesting things on there. We give you a preview of the movie we put up. We do polls if we can't figure out what movie we want to do. And overall, we love your feedback about things you like about the show, things you don't like about the show. Tell us to go kill ourselves. Whatever you guys want to do. Whatever you want to do. Like that page. This better be good on the Facebook.
See, now that interaction, that's how parents should be.
Yeah, just totally normal and stuff.
Like act like we're actually people.
Yeah, that was very weird.
God, that lady was weird. Anyway, so I hope she is sterile, and you guys are great. I'm Gerrit Elzinga.
I'm Mike Logan, and that was good.